I've just finished reading one of the best books I've ever read. So now I'm going to tell you a story I could have given more thought to. Hi, this is Half-Baked Tales, where I write and read one halfway thought-through short story every week. They're not always good, and that is the point. Last week, I shared a story based on the values of community, inspired by my recent trip to the Grecian island of Kefalonia. We followed Elena, a tiny girl whose belief in tradition helps her overcome adversity. This week, I was sick with an annoying bug that's been going around, so I pulled out a narrative poem from my archives. We're stepping into a society of cats, where paranoia is running rampant after a local tragedy. Hope you enjoy it. Here's Half-Baked Tale number 32, Scapecat. Welcome. You've just touched down on an alien world, where the familiar is slightly askew. Turn to your left and right. You are surrounded by furry felines. This is their planet, a planet inhabited entirely by cats. Their moon is a crescent all the time. It neither waxes nor wanes. Their sun blazes warmth. Under it, cats attend their daily routines, chasing rodents and lint. Fresh water flows from public fountains, cat openers at every corner for their tuna fish, and there's nothing greater than the grass, am I right? Right? Ah, there's Mr. Squibbles out for his afternoon stroll. Friendly guy. Dry air is coming in from the Catskills. Without the usual moisture, static is spiking, plus friction this month is at an all-time high. This just in. Mr. Squibbles suffered an electric shock stepping onto his carpet yesterday afternoon. He did not survive. Mousepaw Lane, the site of Squibbles' demise, usually bustling with cats and kittens, is deserted. Not a paw in sight to bat the tumbleweeds. Neat lines of carpets, leading to perfectly planted homes, resemble a gravesite. And balls of yarn sit as a memorial in front of Squibbles' one-branch apartment. Continue down the lane to town. Allow yourself to be led by the mewling hum of purrs. There you'll find the whole neighborhood gathered, where the moon's light is easiest to bask in, and the fresh water shallow enough to lick or lightly roll in. Listen in on their discussion. It's the static, one speaks with a shrug. Nothing to be done, replies another, skimming through Beckett. Children cower behind fathers. You always have the most static. A group has ganged up on a little one. Shave him. What good would that do? One has been thinking a great deal. Static builds. Nothing to be done, Mr. Beckett insists. Then what? We die? Purrs one with hypnotizing eyes. Or not. This one lies in the water like a dog. Those near to her scooch away. The oldest speaks. We need rest. Testedly, the unsure masses return to their uncertain homes. The next morning, cats and their families climb down their trunks to an unexpected sight. All carpets are gone, taken, stolen, confiscated, the oldest has the answer. For safety. Do they feel safe when they are reminded of Squibbles' misfortune every time a cold paw is placed on unforgiving gravel? Meetings under the moon are more frequent. I loved my carpet. Mine was imported. My grandmother's. Have you seen my paws? Have you seen my paws? In an attempt to minimize their fear, cats search for cures, the one magical substance to prevent static electricity. Small shops pop up along the roads. Try a swab of olive oil on the fur. Spritz yourself at every interaction. Dryer sheets for your clothes and your body. No in stock. Miracle static reduction spray. Those cats may now have some deep pockets, but the rest only have paranoia to pick out of theirs. Squibble's face is blown up on billboards alongside other unrecognizable victims of static. The message is warned against close proximity to lower the overall creation of static, as you might use a reusable water bottle. Teenagers whisper, "What kind of life is this? Static is a right, man." They awake to further restrictions. Cats in smart hats patrol, pawing at anyone within 3 paws distance, sneaking in back ways on the lookout. The elder calls, "It's for the best," from across the room. Better safe than sorry. One day, someone comes to visit. In their pack, a woven carpet. They rub against others as greeting, enticing passerbys. They are arrested, thrown away, thrown out altogether. No one's entirely sure what happened to them. Couldn't be trusted, the elder knows. Next to those posters displaying victims are now pictures of the perpetrators. No cream will save you from static. It isn't your fault at all. The issue is them. United against a common enemy, at last, cats and kittens guard their way of life. So to outsiders who think friction is something fun, beware with your rubbing against blankets, couches, carpets, or any such household item. They are not welcome here on Cat Planet. That was Half-Baked Tale number 32, Scapecat. Pulled from deep within my archives, I did post a version of this narrative poem to my Substack in late 2025, but it is actually a pre-COVID creation. This poem is the fruit of the first writers group I ever joined. I've revisited it a lot over the years, and I think this sharing of it will be its final resting place. I'm not very inspired by its topic or methods any longer, and even while writing, I had to force myself to maintain the loose poetry format. My fingers are itching for prose, and I'm very ready to leave verse behind. I did add in some rewrites and a bit of imagery as part of my weekly writing work. I tried writing it the way Rod Serling would narrate a Twilight Zone episode. It helped me be a little more playful with the narrative, and it directly had me considering my audience's perspective on the images that I was trying to conjure. I have so little to say about this poem, so I think what I'm going to do is try to list off all the other media that probably played a part in my writing it. First off, the Futurama episode, That Darn Cats, in which alien cats use Amy's master thesis project to transfer the Earth's rotation to their own planet. Ironically, I always skip this episode when I do a rewatch. Maybe a part of my brain doesn't want to face my plagiarism. Cats the musical. Of course, the leader cat is Old Deuteronomy. I was in Cats in high school, so I felt that weird hive mind of people pretending to be cats in front of an audience, and here it is, evidenced on the page. Here's one that's not exactly media, the Insomnia Cookie logo. For anyone not lucky enough to know, Insomnia Cookie is a 24-hour cookie shop. Its logo is a chocolate chip cookie with a bite missing to make it look like a crescent moon. That is the moon I picture in my first images of this poem. So this is technically part 1 of this whole narrative poem, and I really prefer part 2. I think it's got a much more interesting and nuanced take on this very obvious allegory that I'm making. But we'll see if I go back to revamping that. Just like how it's great to make some shitty art, it's okay to let go of old art. Some things can die slowly in the back of your draft, and it does not impact your artistry at all. It's also okay to not like something that you've written. There was a time where I was so proud of this poem, but now I've grown beyond it, and that's really okay. I can appreciate my work without loving all of it. So, if you enjoy this podcast, the stories I write, or the way I speak about them, please consider commenting, liking, or sharing, whether it be online or preferably with a friend. I get the best recommendations through word of mouth, so tell a friend who likes imagination and storytelling and audiobooks. I'll be here every week. Thank you for listening. See you next week.